clear.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing this evening? Welcome to Meeting in the Ladies' Room Conversations. We are super excited. We are 1 week away, you guys, from launching on the Status Network. So next week on the 24th, we'll be going live from the Status Network, right?
Yes.
So in Manifest TV. So we're going to be on Fire Stick, Roku, and on 7 different other platforms. So if you guys receive the invite, the invite to like the Status Network and Manifest TV.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hi, B. If you guys receive that invite to like those particular stations or channels, please do so, because we're going to be going live from there next week. So we are super excited about that. We'll probably be sending out more invites. If you didn't receive an invite from us for those particular things, please go and like Status Network in addition to the Manifest TV.
Yeah, I think we need to do it again, right? He said we need to do it a couple of times.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll do it again. So if you've done it, you're probably okay. If you haven't done it, we're going to send another one.
Yeah. So we'll probably do that. We'll be doing that throughout the week so that you can get that invite. Although we're going to be sharing it to you guys. So this is going to be new for us, but just know that you're going to receive something to click on to be able to participate, to continue to participate in our Meeting in the Ladies' Room conversations.
Right.
Okay.
Still going to be on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock.
Still going to be same time, same place, and all of that. Okay. So, I'm D.Renee, the transformation specialist, and I support women with overcoming obstacles to help them elevate in life and business. I'm a transformational life coach and a licensed therapist, and I support women with rediscovering who they are, increasing their self-esteem and self-confidence so that they can walk freely into their purpose and create the life and business they desire to have.
And I'm Stephanie Rochelle, your relationship rehab specialist, and I support women in finding power in their pain so they can move forward and renew clarity, mindset, confidence, and fearless determination so we can walk towards that fairy tale.
Awesome. So you guys, if you don't know about Meeting in Ladies' Room, if this is your first time joining us, you want to tell them what we got to do? Okay. So if this is your first time joining us, this is our fishbowl. We have several different topics in the fishbowl, and we just choose randomly each show what we're going to talk about. We don't know. It's unscripted, unrehearsed, unresearched, right?
Right.
So we don't know what it is that we're going to speak about on that particular day, which makes it that much more fun. And we ask that you guys participate in the conversations, ask questions, make comments, because the interaction is what we enjoy the most, right? In addition to that, we ask that you share this conversation, because there are a lot of people out there who may need to hear it. Even if it's not you, it may be someone that you know, or maybe someone that you don't know. So just share this information. Like if we're providing you with value, and let's have a good time. That's all we ask. Let's have a good time.
Fun and conversation.
Fun and conversations.
All right. So I'm shaking, so you can pick.
Okay, let's see what we got today.
It's on a big piece of paper.
I know, right? So, can you be okay with friends with benefits?
Well, my answer is quick. Read it again. They didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, y'all. So the topic today is, can you be okay with friends with benefits package? Let's talk, y'all. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. Well, for me, it's a no. It's a negative.
Mm-hmm.
It's a negative. And mainly because I'm a relationship person.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't do that, because I may be the one to get caught up. They always think it's the girl, but sometimes it's the guy to get caught up, not the girl. But I just, I was told a long time ago with friends, like, you never know. You may be feeling a certain way, like it's friends or whatever, but they may have another intent. and then, to start hurting people and all of that, I just never really want to get involved with. So I make it clear in the beginning what I'm looking for. And if you're not looking for that, it's fine.
Right.
I don't have no problem saying next, because if you're not, that's putting that square in that circle.
Right.
So we're not trying to make it fit in 2019. We're not trying to make it fit. So for me, with the benefit package, no, because I am all that.
So you guys, I feel like I got to clear my
What you
throat.
say, B? What you say? That's my friend over there.
Hey, B. Hey, John. How you guys doing? So, John, our topic for tonight on Meeting in the Ladies' Room conversations is, can you be okay with a friends with benefits package? So let me just give my 2 cents on here. So I see that it's a couple of other people watching. Please say hi. Please, because we're having a conversation tonight. This grown folk conversation about this. Hi, Tanya. How are you?
Hey, Tanya.
So let's talk. Okay, no. I can't be okay with the friends with benefits package. One, you're giving yourself to a person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you're developing soul ties with people when you lay down and sleep with them. You're developing a connection with them emotionally. And people say that, it's only women get connected through sex. It's an emotional thing for women. It's this, that, and other. It's deeper than that, because there's a soul tie that's connected to that person when you give yourself physically and sexually intimately to that person in that way. Absolutely. Right? Yes. So when you're giving yourself intimately to that person in that way, you're developing an emotional bond, an emotional connection.
And not just women.
And not just women. Men just have a different way of dealing with it. And if there are men, and there are some men on this live, please talk about it. Let's talk. This is what we're having this conversation for. Mm-hmm. Because this is why people, she just knew it was sex. She just knew it was boot call. She just knew it was this. She just knew it was that. But it doesn't matter what she knew it was. The fact of the matter is those connections still come as a result of that connection happening.
Wait now. Now, when you know and you okay playing, now then if you get caught up, that's just you getting caught up. Now let's back up. We being real here on Meeting in the Ladies' Room. Now, when you going into the deal and we saying we friends, we just kicking it, everybody cool with it, and then you just accidentally get caught up. No, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
It's not the same. But realistically, as a woman, I don't know, unless there's a woman I hear who is just like emotionally disconnected as a result of hurt and pain and things they have experienced in life, then that is how they disconnect that act from the emotion. Yes. And men are able to do that more often than women are able to do that. That's why they're able, I could just have sex with this person and not even have no emotions and no feelings and stuff like that involved in it. But women, as we were made, we're not necessarily made that way. True. We only become that way as a result of maybe some things that have happened in our lives.
Women has changed the game out here. Those are the women I'm speaking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then even still though, so if they go into a situation you may basically, to me, this friends with benefits is like you having casual sex. That's what you're doing. Absolutely. You just basically out here. There's no commitment. There is no nothing to look forward to with this person. Mm-hmm. Y'all not in no relationship. Y'all not dating. Y'all not doing a whole lot of things. Like y'all might be kicking it. Y'all might be going out every now and again. But this person that you're with actually has no. You don't see no future with this person. You don't see yourself being with this person. And it's more so y'all just having casual sex. Oh, you cool. We can hang out. We do, I get along with you. So let's, now we just sleeping together. And then all of a sudden, I think that's the feeling. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's an underlying we as women are hoping that it's going to turn into something, but we don't want to show our card. You know, we just trying to play it cool. And I really do like him, after a couple of times, but, I ain't going to say, I'm just going to keep playing this card. And maybe he going to say something, if I keep being real good, maybe he'll just come on over to the other side and see what we can do. Maybe I jump above Becky. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's really what happens. And that's what I mean by changing the game, but how you start is how, I mean, it to me, it doesn't end up in a serious relationship, in my personal opinion. Because you started out in a game, you started out playing, and you stay in that zone, and he's still over here searching because y'all got this understanding. Y'all got this understanding. So, I mean, it's either, I mean, that's why I go back to my questions, having these questions up front, ladies, having these questions up front, guys. But it's to get to know you questions so you can figure out if you're on the same page, if you're going in the same direction before we start playing these games. Just figure it out, and don't be scared to say next, because it's a whole world out there, guys and girls. A whole world.
Hi, Althea. Hi, Jaquay. So, you guys, our topic tonight is, can you be okay with a friends with benefits package, guys? So, I am definitely curious to know what some of you guys are saying out here. So, please comment, share. So, there's a lot of people out here who need to have these conversations, because some people go into situations thinking that they can be okay with it. And then when they start catching feelings because they're not, strong enough or emotionally ready to deal with that type of stuff, then it becomes a whole different game. So B says these questions got to be from people in Atlanta. I don't know if they're from people in Atlanta, but I think there are people all over this world who are in friends with benefits type of situations, hoping and praying that it turns into a relationship. Without establishing that in the very beginning, like you hoping on a wing and a prayer that if I'm just laying down and sleeping with you, that this might turn into something. And then when it don't turn into something, then your feelings hurt. Then you feeling like, oh, this person just used me. Oh, they didn't really want anything to do with me from the beginning. They were just only seeking
using each other. That's really what was happening. I mean, I'm out in these streets, even though I'm married, I'm talking to women. I got single friends. I mean, we having these conversations, and I would pose that same question to them about, well, so how you started is, it's not going to just change just because, you started in the friend zone and now over here, some people going to wake up and think about, okay, well, maybe we can try. It just typically, I'm not saying it can't happen. Most of the time, everybody is still out there searching for that thing, and it's not you, but you done gave up all this, like you said, the soul ties and crossed and everything, and you still come up short.
That's it. So B said, Amber, she's my homie, y'all. So she said, B says, I can't play those games because I'll end up on first 48.
I told you, B, me and you. I told you. Exactly.
I mean, that is so true, because I mean, people is about what are your expectations in the beginning. And I think nowadays people have become so comfortable with letting their expectations go out the window just to have somebody and meet somebody, because they're afraid that if they let this person know up front what it is that they want, that person may not be there for them. And at this point in my life, I'm okay if I'm going to tell you what I want up front. And if you're not that person, I'm okay with you being gone, because if you don't,
I'm just saying. You gotta know it.
But because I know what I want. Like nobody has time for casual sex. Nobody has time for friends with benefits. It's just too much. I'm at a point where I'm ready to build my life. You know what I'm saying? And having casual sex with people and developing these emotional soul ties and collecting friends all around Atlanta. I'm not interested in that. That's not the life that I want. That's not what I desire to have.
See, me and my husband, we in agreement. He said, "Oh well, next."
That's right, Alex. So I mean, but some people, I think women have to get real with themselves. You know what I'm saying? In men, in men, don't enter into a casual sexual relationship with someone knowing that you don't even want to be with this person in that way. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens if that person...
Oh, no, I disagree on that now. I disagree on that. I think they do want to... Oh, you're saying that the man may... Well, sometimes it's the lady too. Yeah, but I think they do. The lady, I think, is interested, but she's just hoping that the friend zone changes.
She leading with sex.
Yeah, she's leading with sex, and that's what I'm saying. That's so then when they looking for their wife, you didn't live with sex, and typically the one that they call they or choose to be their wife, she didn't lead with sex. 9 out of 10 times.
9 out of 10 times.
Not everybody.
So y'all hear that, lady? That was a little
Not
tea.
everybody.
That was a little tea for you.
You got to come different. That's what I mean. You got to come different.
Right.
If you like everybody else, you're not rising to the top.
Right. Right.
Keep saying it.
You gotta rise to the top, lady. Like, I mean, I get it. I get that this is the society that has been created now is one that's sexually driven in so many different ways. Yeah. And I do get that men are physical beings. Like, they like the physical. They become attracted based on the physical attraction to a woman. And I get that. However, if you know that your intentions are one that you're not ready or you're not in a position to, you know, be with someone in that way, and that's what this person is saying that they want or they desire to have, then be okay with not even, you know, pursuing, or be okay with not even going there in that particular situation.
I'll say, you know, I'm in the friend zone right now. Let's just, you know, talk, converse, whatever. But right now, I don't know if I quite want a relationship.
Right.
Because I swear, everybody online says they want a relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Each and every profile, I was like, wow. When I first got on, you know, because I'm green. I was like, man, everybody wants a relationship? Lies. You got to have a weeding out process.
Yes.
And that's what this stuff is that I'm talking about.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I agree with you 100% because we have to be real with ourselves. I think that's where it starts. And we have to stop tricking ourselves that, oh, well, if I'm good at this, if I'm good at that in the bed, then he might want to be with me. And I think those are lies that we tell ourselves sometimes as women. I don't know about what men say to themselves about certain situations, but as women, we can sit here and try to trick ourselves into believing that we're going to treat him so good that, you know, he's going to want me and he's going to want to commit to me and he's going to want to be with me and he's going to want this and he's going to want that. But when a man has made up in his mind about something that he wants, then there is no, I don't care what you do for him. Yeah. There is nothing that you can do for him that's going to change his mind as far as in how he sees you and what he wants from you. That's right. Right? So B says, if they live in Atlanta, they're not ready. I mean, to be honest with you, B, I have ran into so many people who are definitely, so many men who are definitely not ready because it's just so easy for women, have made it just so easy for them to just not have to be ready, but can still get whatever it is that they want from them. You see what I'm saying? Like, they can still, you know, engage them sexually. They can still, like, there is no effort, there is no nothing.
We don't have the expectation.
Right. Yeah.
It starts with us. It starts with us.
Expectation and intention.
How you started
is how you finish it.
It starts with us. We run it. I'm telling y'all, we.
So ladies, like, what do you think, why are we allowing ourselves to be put in situations like this and then expecting something different? Like, what is it that you think? Is it like the norm? Is it the fact that, you know, there's like a lack of men who, you know, we think this man is a good man, so we just give ourselves to them with the hope and the expectation that they would want us, you know, as a career and not a job? Yeah. You know, I went to a conference I spoke at a conference over the weekend, and I brought this book by a fellow colleague, and it's called what is it? Dear Future Wife, or something like that. And so I started reading it. Just, you know, I started reading it, and he Paul Williams wrote it. Paul Boucher Williams, I think that's not. Yeah, but so anyway, so he it was a chapter in there about, you know, women being a career versus a job, and I really like that description because it kind of helped to define, you know, it kind of helped to define sometimes how men view a woman, like a job is just something for the moment that you need in order to kind of sustain you, to just pay your bills and, to do that. It's like temporary, but the career is, long term. This is where you're gonna build. This is where you're gonna grow. This is where you're gonna go to training to maintain in it. This is where you're gonna, so because like a therapist, I have to go to I have to get training. You know what I'm saying? As a business owner, you get training. As a coach, you get training. Yep. You're doing things constantly to help you to grow in that area and to maintain in that area. So I love the fact that he said about women being a job or a career. I want somebody who want a career with me. That's right. You see what I'm saying? I'm not interested in just a job. And to me, that fits right into this conversation about, can you be okay with a friends with benefits package? Because a friends with benefit package sounds like a job. I'm just filling in a space right now, just holding that space with you just for this moment. But I don't want anything else beyond this. You're just a pit stop on my way to my career. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just
Isn't that not what I said earlier? Just, the wife he's looking for is not the one that led with sex.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. He said it fancier. But, it's the same thing.
So B says, I think it's desperation in some cases, and sometimes it's not, because content with being not being content with being by ourselves, so we will accept something rather than having nothing. I definitely agree with you, Brandy. It is out of desperation, especially nowadays. So you guys, if you're just now joining us, our conversation tonight is about, can you be okay with a friends with benefit package? So just going back to Brandy's question, comment then about the desperation, I totally 100% agree. That's what we were saying about, like, it seemed like we are operating as women at times. We operate with a scarcity mindset about quality men and our ability to be able to meet a man of substance, a man that is quality, a man that actually has a desire to want you in more of a way other than just as a job or as a friend with benefits that sees something and want to build something with you for a lifetime. And I think that desperation does come as a result of us feeling like, especially here in Atlanta, because you know what they say is like 20 women to one man or something like that. I don't know the statistics, don't quote me on that, but it's like an overwhelming amount of women to one man. And so when you are faced with those kind of statistics, when you're faced with those type of statistics, then you have all these women like fighting, and it's like people are compromising their values, they're compromising their expectations, they're letting they're not, oh well, he doesn't have to have this, okay, I changed my mind by this, okay, he'll do this, okay, this will work, you start taking stuff off your list.
But you got to back up. Okay, like I said, I've been in these streets. Okay, I've only been remarried going on 3 years, right? So I had to get out here the same way y'all been out here. Yes, y'all been out here longer. But while I was out here, I knew who I was. I knew what I was bringing to the table. I am a wife. I had been a wife for so long. That's all I knew how to be. So I couldn't come out here and play the games like y'all. So I had to come up with my own strategy, because for one, I ain't playing, because I am better than that. And you can go on ahead and deal with them, because you're not, if that's what you're looking for, the game, there's no way you can sustain over here. There's no way, but you got to know it. I knew what I was out here with. I knew who I was. I knew what I was bringing to the table. And I knew I was a wife. So there's no need for me to act in any other manner. I knew that I would be a wife again, no doubt. Just a matter of time. Didn't care if I had to go through 5 frogs, 10 frogs, 20 frogs. It was coming. I'm going to wait. I'm going to be me. I cannot act like everybody else, because I don't even know how. Because that's all I knew how to do, is have a partner. Now, I managed okay without a partner. I'm not saying I can only be, who I am with a partner. No, I was totally fine. But I'm saying I acted as such.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you didn't want to be here, fine. I'm straight.
Right.
I don't need no help paying my bills. I got that. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for somebody that wants to be here.
Absolutely.
So if you're not ready, y'all keep playing. I'm going to sit here while I keep rising to the top while y'all play these games over here.
Right.
I'm just going to keep rising. Well, you know, that's Stephanie. She was really serious. I'm still rising. Yep. I'm just good. I'm so good over here. Me and Jesus. I'm good. Y'all go ahead. Y'all keep playing.
Yeah.
Because you got to know.
Absolutely.
You got to know. You got to know. You got to know. You got to know. You know, my friend, she on here, she was like, I just couldn't believe how you was just throwing them back. They wasn't ready. There was no need to try to stay fit, make it work. You ain't ready. I'm going to say next.
Right.
And see, the thing about me now, once you go on to pass your chance up, I really don't do the do-overs.
Right.
You know, I just, we don't get along. We ain't a fit.
Right. Because what make you ready now? Right.
I just don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep on being me. Keep on trying to be a better person, trying to treat people right, do the right thing, build my business, help other people get to the fairy tale. I mean, I just keep on, like, it's out here, y'all. Trust me, it's out here. You just got to wait on it.
Right. So it's just, but I think that's the issue. People are not waiting.
They're not
waiting, and we become so, right. That's it. People are settling just for the right now.
Yeah, and nobody's perfect, guys, though. Nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. My husband is not perfect.
I agree.
We just agreed to be imperfect together.
Yes. Sylvia says, yes, thank you. Next. Absolutely, Sylvia. Absolutely. But it's like you said, the settling part of it. And I think we've become so impatient with the process because I took myself out the game. You know, I didn't even want to date. I wasn't ready to get all involved in that because it becomes so cumbersome and so tiring, the process when you're in the
you got to make it fun.
But it's different. It's different when you've been, when you've always been single versus someone who has been in a long-term relationship, long-term marriage, and then they're coming out of that into into this new world. So, I mean, you can think about having fun and all this other kind of stuff. The dating process can be fun with the right person. It can be. However, there's still a lot that comes along with that because you're constantly having to, meet the different people, and you constantly have to get to know different people, them getting to know you and all of those things. So, but when you've gone through, you're talking to 20, 30 different guys just trying to figure out, what is it? What's going on with you? What do you want?
Well, and then you find out, I don't know how you can keep up with it.
No, I'm talking about somebody who's been single for I'm 37. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, So when you're doing all these things, just trying to figure out who's who and what it is that they want, and if they truly have an invested interest in getting to know you and being with you, then that becomes that's a lot different when you talk about over a long period of time. So that's why when things don't work out, you might find somebody and then you think that it's going to work out, but then when it doesn't work out, it's like, okay, well, I got to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to keep dealing with the same type of foolishness. And it's not that. In the meantime, of course, I'm always working on me.
I hear you.
In the meantime, I'm always not settling, which is why I decided to.
But see, in addition to that, you got to look on your face.
I got to look on my face.
You got to look on your face that the guys can see, right? You got to look on your face. And let me tell you what I learned something recently. I listened to a lot of people because I did the network marketing thing for years, and this one particular coach, she was saying she don't want to be around people to say that they're tired. Because words breed into everything. Right. All of a sudden, you become tired. Then she become tired. And everybody just tired around you. See what I'm saying? But when you have a different mindset, when you have to be like, you know what? I'm out here in these streets. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to meet people. I'm going to get to know people. And, we're going to see who's going to come in this space and see what we can do. When you flip it and have a different approach, not no, he ain't about nothing. He ain't about nothing either. The look on your face is all over the face.
Well, I mean,
enjoy the process. It don't matter because we throwing them back. It don't matter. We throwing them back.
I mean, it's different. I'm not saying that now I'm not enjoying the process. I'm not saying that, but when I'm dating. But when you get tired of,
you should always be dating if you're single.
I mean, you should, but you know, but
dinner.
I mean, no, I can go buy my own dinner,
or you can go with somebody, or you can go with somebody because you're single.
But I mean, for me, especially when you want somebody else, you get tired of having to create an experience with different people. It is a process, and I definitely get that. But it still doesn't mean that you don't become weary in the process, because the process of finding that right person to connect with you, who want the same thing as you, and who's going to really want you for you, is different. You know, so definitely having that different I guess aura about yourself is great. I'm not saying that now that since I decided to get back out there and get online dating and stuff like that that I'm not enjoying the process, but that still doesn't make it, you know, like, oh, well, I'm going to go this person with, especially when you have being a single parent, having a business and things like that, then your time is very valuable.
Very valuable.
And so the people that you choose to open yourself up to allow them in to share your time with, you want to make it someone that has that same vested interest in you, and someone of substance that has the same goals, the same value, the same things.
And sometimes it ain't until guy number 10.
Right. That might be true. That might be true.
Not till guy number 10.
Yeah.
But guy number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just gonna enjoy. I know you ain't it. We just gonna enjoy. We just gonna be friends. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just might want to go out. I just might want to go out, but you know, I'm just in these streets.
Yeah.
Enjoying it.
So Sylvia says, why are people in a rush?
Exactly.
I think people
because that's what it sounds like to me.
I think people become get in a rush if one, like, let's say someone who's been single and never married, like me, someone who's been single and they're ready. You know what I'm saying? They're ready and they want that. It becomes not a rush, because I'm not in a rush to be married to anyone, and because I want you to do right. Because if that's what I wanted, I could have already been married and divorced twice. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just to say I'm married. You know. Absolutely. But when you want someone that's quality, someone that meets you, someone that connects with you, someone who truly desires to be with you for you, then that's different. Yeah. You know, and that's the place where I am right now. So I don't have time for a whole bunch of foods. Like, if we're not going in the same way, then there's nothing. Like, what else do we have to talk? Because I always said, I'm not going around Atlanta collecting a whole bunch of friends, because where I am right now and what it is that I want a husband, but I know that we have to go through the process to get that. But so in the meantime, I just want you, it's okay. And you might be just my friend, and that's okay. And you might not be that one for me, and that's okay. But just know that when the one does come, like, we're not going to be really friends no more, because you got to go, because we're not really friends. You know what I'm saying? We just became cool because we connected a little bit through this dating process. But when the one comes, you know, then sorry, not sorry.
Well, typically, when you stay in that zone, like, I believe Steve Harvey when you say you got to make room for him. So me personally, I don't think he comes when you flim-flamming and playing and you know, like, I don't think you're going to recognize him.
Right.
Because you're still over here.
Absolutely. Tied up in some stuff.
You're still over here.
Being your friend with benefits, having a friend with benefits. Like, I know he not the one, but you know, he'll do for now. Yeah. But then you find yourself in a situation.
2 years that went by.
Right. You find yourself in a situation that's not going nowhere. Yeah. So okay. Like so
ooh, John wrote a book. What'd you say, John?
John says, when a woman gives herself, she just gave her all. Her body as the queen is in temple. Women was created as emotional creatures, but you do have some women that will say they can go into just a benefit package. But that's a woman with a hardened heart who's been hurt. one thing as the creation, we cannot control our inner feelings. We start to connect within time in a benefit sexual relation. Plus, at the end of the day, whatever blessing we wanted or waiting for, those doors will be shut on. Yeah. Wait. Oh,
Ooh,
wait.
Wow.
He got some more,
like
y'all.
this topic.
Those doors will be shut on having a friend with benefits. A man can say what he would like, but he will draw a strong bond with a woman. He just will not show it. The time he touched that fire, his feelings will go into flames. If he do not have a hardened heart from past relationships. So my answer is no. P.S. This Friends with Benefits is a new wave because our mama was not playing that. Right. I was a man, not just a male, will not even sign a contract to have a friend with benefits, because you're saying you're with that person, but you are also a freelancer to do whatever you want to do with other people. That's my thought.
I love
That's my thought. Queens, I'm gone. Have a good night.
I love it.
Thank you, John. We definitely
John.
Appreciate that. So, I mean, he just
We're
said,
here.
we're here too, because he just said exactly what it is that we've been saying. Like, the only way that a woman can actually enter into that particular situation is if they've been hurt. And what he's also saying too is it sounds like that's the same thing with men.
Guys,
that's what he said. That's the same thing with men too.
Yeah.
And I think not only is it not the men who've been hurt, but I think it's also men who just aren't ready. Like men who aren't ready for that level of responsibility and commitment. You know, checkmate.
He's saying to John,
Alex
checkmate.
said, checkmate, John.
He said that, didn't he?
So, you know, I think it's not just the hurt people, but those people who aren't necessarily ready for that level of commitment, ready for that level of responsibility, you know, as it relates to them being in a situationship with someone. So they would rather enter into it with less responsibility, less connection, less obligation to the situation, so that they can still try to figure it out. And that's okay. If you know that that's where you are, you just have to verbalize that if you know that that other person wants something totally different. You know what I'm saying? So it's about communicating and letting people know up front what your expectations are and what it is that you desire. If you know you're not ready, don't say that you're ready. If you know that you aren't able to commit to that type of responsibility right now, then say that. If you know that, you know, but also on the flip side of that, I think sometimes that men think that there's a perfect situation that has to be, you know, there before they can actually take in a woman as their wife, or like really commit and that to that type of responsibility. Like, okay,
well,
you
I
my
personally
girl,
think when your hearts connect is when they're ready to commit.
Okay, so
It's a
regardless of
thing.
the situation, regardless of where they are in life, regardless of what's going on, regardless of all that thing. So it's a hard thing.
I think it's a hard thing.
It's a hard thing. Okay, so they have to have the connection.
What does that look like? Come on,
Alex, tell us what that look like.
They thought they were going to do this. They thought they were going to go off and do this, and then bam, they meet you, or bam, you know what I mean? It's like, oh man. Okay, so now how do I do this? Because now, like, I really think she may be the one, he may be the one, but I'm supposed to be over here doing that. So then you got to have a different conversation, because you can still go over there and do that. You just got to have that conversation and know where we're leading, know where we're going, what are we doing? You got to be honest about it.
Right.
But I mean, because meeting that person, look how long it takes sometimes. It doesn't always come around. So if you meet that person and your life is about to go doing what you've been trying and your goals and everything that you've been trying to do, of course, one wouldn't want you to stop doing that, because then you're going to resent me.
Absolutely.
But we can still, because we are, you know, having a good time, we vibing good, it's looking like this may be something that would be a good thing. We should have a conversation, because otherwise we need to stop it right now before you know, everybody ends up hurt.
I mean, a relationship, entering into those type of relationships should not mean that you stop your vision. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You definitely, you just have to have a way to manage. You have to have a way to manage everything that you know, have going on.
You have to want it to work. I mean, we didn't go, Alex worked out of town. We did not go 2 weeks without seeing each other, period. That's what it was. He was coming or I was going or something was taking place. Right. Because we made it important. Right. Because our, what is it? The love language is quality time. Right. It had to be important. Right. If he was going to keep me, if I was going to keep him, we had to get some quality time. Right. Right. So it had to move to the top. It had to be part of the. So
you just have to figure out a way to make it work. What Alex said,
talk about it and what we're doing.
Yeah. What Alex said, he said, "That's right up front. No games. Talk about it and what we are doing." Yeah. That's right.
Because I wouldn't just do no long distance with just anybody. Right. I mean, this was something that was discussed, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna make sure we with each other every 2 weeks. You know, no more than 2 weeks. Right. And it happened though. We didn't just say it and then all of a sudden a month and went by. No, in 2 weeks somebody was coming some way. Right. Unless he was short, then we came home every weekend. Right. You know, so it's intentional again. Right. It's intentional.
Right. So it's just about having those
equally yoked.
What do you say? What she said? You have to be equally yoked. Okay. So Sylvia says, I have a 10-year rule. What? I am so interested. What do you mean, Sylvia, by that? I have a 10-year rule. I am so, what is that? I want to know. I want to know what this 10-year rule looks like. Please tell us. I am so curious at this point.
Because I know she ain't dating somebody for 10 years, so that can't be it.
No. So B says, yes, let's put the responsibility back on men as well. Yeah. Yeah, they do have a responsibility, but you know, sometimes I think like you had mentioned earlier, oh, well, everybody online saying that they want a relationship, right? And I think they put it out there because they know that women, that's what we look for. Absolutely. You know, that's what we want. Now, unless you just, again, unless you just heartbroken and your heart is hardened, then you don't want that. But for the majority, women want that relationship because they look for that security, that safe place, that place to where that person can be their confidant. They can share and experience life with this one person. Yeah. And I think that's understood by men, and they know that because that's what they put out there. Yeah. So when you know that you don't want that, then don't lead with I want that relationship, but then you want to talk about, well, let's just be friends, and then you want sex associated with that as well. You know what I'm saying? Because that's conflicting. Absolutely. It's conflicting on every level. So Sylvia says, I'm so picky. I prefer to be alone than go through drama. It takes work. It does. Yes, it absolutely does. It does. So what would you say to Sylvia?
I mean, it does take work, Sylvia. And the thing is, to me, that sounds like you don't want to make changes because all of us have to change. And change is uncomfortable. I mean, and that's the hardest part. So now we got this new person and we trying to work it out. You know, but as soon as he do something stupid, or as soon as, you know what I mean, then we, you know, the guard is up and it's like, oh no, I can't do this no more. But say if you're married, I mean, you can't do that. You got to work through it. You got to talk through it. You got to try to make it work. You know, unless it's cheating, and you know, I got other views on that. This and that. You know, but you got to keep, you know, because nobody does everything right all the time. But deep down, they're still a good person. Right. You know, they're still your husband at this point. So what are you gonna do? Right. You know, so you got to change, you know, because at one point it may be you, Sylvia, that made a mistake or did something. You're going to want that same, what's the word I'm looking for? You're going to want that same, you're going to want them to, you know, accept you and be okay with your mistakes and forgive you.
That compassion.
That compassion. That's the word I'm looking for.
So, hey, Sharita, thank you for joining us. So Sylvia says, I have friends, but drawing the line, no benefits, need to put a ring on it. I know that's right.
But even with that, and I'm good with need to put a ring on it. I'm good with, you know, being serious about where we're going and all of that. But I think I think sometimes in that method, we run them, we scare them away. Like, you know, she's like, oh, she's too much. Right. It's not too much being upfront about what you want. But I think in the beginning, all it needs to be. Now, you can definitely say, yes, I'm a relationship person. I'm definitely looking for a relationship, not trying to force a relationship, but it's all about the get to know you question. That's all it needs to be. Weeks in, a month in. It don't need to go no further than where you grow up, what you do, who's your grandma, get to know you. That's all it needs to be. Get to know each other. If they are not interested in your upbringing or what you did or who's your cousins or where you grew up, they don't want you.
Right.
They want something totally different. Those simple questions, if they're not willing to go through that and you don't want to know that about them, you don't want a relationship.
Right. Right.
Because somebody that you want to be with, you want to get to know all that about them.
Right. I agree. I mean,
not that other stuff. That other stuff will happen naturally.
Right. And organically. It doesn't have to be forced.
They're interested and you're interested.
Absolutely.
Oh, you got a cousin in North Carolina? I got a cousin in North Carolina. It's conversation.
Right.
Just getting to know the person, studying the person, knowing what they like, knowing what they dislike.
Right.
Can you get along with this person? Simple.
Right. Right.
3 weeks in, 2 weeks in, nothing else needs to be being discussed. It's just get to know you questions.
But I agree. I think that what happens is people jump into these situations like this too quickly. You know what I'm saying? Because that time that you're speaking about to get to know the person, to see if you all vibing with this person and things like that. And even before you even establish, okay, you know what? I think I might be willing to give us a try so that we can see where this goes between us. They get into these type of situations before that even happens, and then expect later on that maybe it might change. And I think that's why people kind of rush, because we just, well, if I'm not giving it to him, he's gonna get it from somewhere else.
Go get it.
Exactly.
It's all good.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that
good.
Because, again, I think that sex is something that's inevitable.
Oh, yeah.
I think that it's eventually going to happen
if
you and that person are on that same wavelength. But you have to understand people's boundaries around that, and what it is, what context that they're willing to have that as a part of what it is that they're willing to give you.
Absolutely. I mean, if a guy really sees, that I really think, I can have something with her, you cannot tell me a guy cannot wait 2 months, 3 months, or what. I don't believe that. He can wait. And if he can't, it's a next.
Right.
It's a next. I'm talking about rising to the top, ladies. I'm talking about rising to the top. Otherwise, we're falling into the same category. Okay, so she waited 3 weeks and you waited 4. It's the same thing.
Right. I mean,
relax. Just relax.
I agree. I totally agree with that. So let's see. So Sylvia says she draw the line. There are too many women giving in. That's right, Sylvia. It's way too many women giving in. And we always say, if that's what you want, if that's something that you feel like you need right at this moment, and not only if you just need it right at this moment, but if you feel like I'm not a person that you would want to go to the next level with, then you can be gone.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
not in a mean way.
Because you're D.Renee.
Not in a mean way about being gone, but we're just not going in the same place. I want something of substance to where, because I think, let's talk about this though. I think that when women give themselves to someone, well, for me, it means a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? That's like a place of safety and security for me. That's a place where you can be comfortable in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you can fully give yourself to a person if you have those parameters and those boundaries around that area. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think a lot of men know that, or maybe they don't care to hear that, and they're just wanting the wham bam, thank you, ma'am, at that moment. But just totally understanding that I need this to be a safe place. You know what I'm saying? I need the boundaries around that so that it can be safe, secure, free, all those things, where you can be be yourself and all of this stuff. Yeah. So I just think that that's lost. It is. in the can we be friends with benefit package?
It is. Yeah.
I think it's lost. I think it's lost.
Absolutely.
So you guys, if you're just joining us tonight, our topic tonight was, can you be okay with the friends with benefit package? And I think that some of the things that that we have discussed tonight is, one, if you the only people who are okay with having that type of relationship is, one, someone who's been hurt.
Yes.
Their heart is hardened, and that's on both men and women's side. And then two, if they're not necessarily ready. And then if a woman is maybe cheating, you know, if she married and having extramarital affairs, or if he's married and having extramarital affairs with another married woman, you know, then that might be their arrangement. We just don't,
because that's the safe zone. You know how you see them at the Quick Trip? They be outside the car talking. I be like, oh look, they outside the car talking at the Quick Trip.
What? I ain't paid attention. What? What I gotta pay attention to?
Because why they got to be the Quick Trip? Because they cheating.
Now I ain't never
Pay attention.
I ain't never paid attention to that. Now you gonna have me riding by the Quick Trip.
You think I'm meeting somebody at the Quick Trip and be standing outside in the parking lot talking?
But isn't that like too much of a public, like, even it's not like too much of a
Quick Trip probably ain't nowhere near their house, honey.
So what that look like again? Tell me so I can know what I look like. Are you cheating?
And they ain't even inside the car, they outside the car. Why y'all standing in the Quick Trip over to the side, in the little gully, as I call it, having conversation?
Over there by the air. Over there by the free air.
I'm telling you, just pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. I'm like my husband tell me, watch your surroundings. I'll be watching, babe.
So they get at the Quick Trip having a conversation outside of the car. So they cheating.
Something is going on. Trust me.
Something going on. Okay.
Somebody mad. Why they got to be at the Quick Trip?
Okay. So where else do I need to pay attention?
Pay attention. Pay attention to the parking lot.
I never knew that.
It's a whole lot of people. Yeah. I'm going to point it out to you when in the car.
I never knew that. Okay, well, you learned something different. So Sylvia said, I'm taking notes. I know that's right, Sylvia. Look, we take notes. We take notes every Wednesday. We taking notes. We having this conversation. So you guys, if we provide you with value tonight, we want you to share, yes. like, because guess what? There's somebody out here who needs this conversation. There's some other people that you know or you don't know that may need to hear these type of conversations to kind of help them get to where they need to be. So I would suggest, if you are somebody who is in this situation, or you find yourself, because there are some people who constantly find themselves.
I was gonna say, you're tired of being in a situation.
Constantly, that's all you get is a friends with benefit situation.
Yeah.
Then guess what? It's time to do something different. It's definitely time to do something different. Stop leading with that. What did Marsha said?
Exactly.
No,
Marsha.
that doesn't fit into my lifestyle. That's right. Don't fit into
you're
mine
Marshalina.
either.
You're Marshalina. That's what I'm saying. We from Ohio. We know.
Definitely doesn't fit into my lifestyle either. Sylvia says, I'm getting my learn on. I know that's right. So, I mean, if you constantly finding yourself in these type of same situations that's going nowhere, then you have to do a self-check. What is it about you that's constantly putting yourself in these situations? What is it that you're not doing for you that's getting you the opposite of what it is that you want? And that could be your self-esteem, because you feel like you got to lead with your sex, right? You feel like that's the way to get them, because
come on, therapist. Come on.
Because if sex was gonna keep them there, then guess what? You would have already been kept.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's very few people.
They don't want to know that you got a cousin in North Carolina. I'm just trying to tell y'all.
So if you find yourself in these type of situations, check your self-esteem. Check, are you lowering your expectations, your values, your needs, your wants, just to have somebody in your life, just to have somebody that you can pick up the phone to? to talk to, just to have someone that might send you a good morning text because they know that, you know, that puts a smile on your face or whatever. Or just to have somebody that, you know what, I'm having a really bad day today, and you can call them to just kind of vent and let it out. You know, like, are we settling? Are we going for justice? You said what?
Don't play tennis. That's what I did.
Find your hobby. So, I mean, I guess we just got to think about what it is that we want.
And what do you think about you? What do you think about you? What do you think about you? Speak positive. Like, don't be, ain't no men out here in these streets. They all sorry. They, you know, they ain't ready. Don't say that.
Situation.
Don't say that. Don't walk around even speaking that into the atmosphere, because that's what you're going to attract. Honestly, that's what you're going to manifest. Speak positivity. Speak positivity every day. We're going to start the challenge right now from Wednesday to next Wednesday. I don't care. When you get ready to come out your mouth and it's negative, pull it back.
Pull it back, lady.
Pull it back.
Pull it back.
Because the words make a difference. That's what you're attracting, because that's what you're talking. You're attracting being tired all the time, because that's what you're saying all the time. You're attracting these pitiful guys all the time. They don't want to be men. You want to be the man. Pull it back. Don't say it at all. What do you think about you? Know that you're worth it. Move forward with positivity. I'm going to be checking on you next Wednesday. We will be bringing this up on the new station, Manifest TV. For you guys that tuned in late, we'll be here next week, but you gotta catch us on the Manifest TV, that's Status Network. So positive this week. Positive. If it starts to come out, because we all do it. I'll do it. I said I was tired today, right?
Yeah.
Pull it back.
Yeah.
Pull it back.
Yeah.
Pull it back. Pull it back.
Okay.
Positivity.
So you guys, like she said, what did Marshalina says, right? I know my worth, and I bring what I bring to the table. Sex comes with the love and commitment. I totally agree with. I totally agree with that. It's just that we just have to, you know, women out there have to stay true to that.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy. Oh, you know, you going hard. That's what you believe in. That's what you believe in. Then all of a sudden you like that hard get a little slower.
Yeah.
Get a little slower. Then as it get a little slower, you start taking stuff off your list. You start taking stuff down a little bit to kind of compromise and be like, well, maybe he's okay.
But see, for me, it was a little bit more to the game, I guess, or to the dating experience. I mean, who I brought into my life was also going to be around my daughter. She was not only going to be now watching me, she was going to be watching him, who he was, what he was bringing to the table, what he was adding value or not. So that when she went out there as a grown-up, then, you know, the guys that she would be picking and choosing, she was watching everything. Your sons are going to be watching how that guy treats you. They're going to pick up how to treat girls from how he treats you. I mean, it's the whole thing. It's not just us. It's a whole scenario.
And then that just goes into the difference between when you're dating a single parent or you're dating you got to be dating a single parent. So if you're dating a single parent versus someone who doesn't have any children, like the dynamics is different. Like as a single mom, we don't have time to just be bringing a whole bunch of riffraff around. Like my boys, my baby boy is 11 years old. He met one person. One person in 11 years. I don't play that when it comes to my kids. So I'm not out here trying to waste my time. I'm not trying to waste nobody else's time. This is what I need in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not out here playing games. I can go to dinner.
I appreciate it if you ain't trying to come in and out. You know, because we're not showing them that either.
Because I mean, kids need that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, my boys, because they're like, I'm a for real single mom, like full financial responsibility, all of those things that we can't have that. We it's just no, like you gonna be that person they're gonna be looking up to. Like you're gonna be that person that they look up to because there has been nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, I mean, Autumn is talking about she need the hubcaps on her cars because they're taking them at school or whatever. But, you know, I don't get into the hubcaps. I mean, I love my child. I just, okay, well, I don't know. You know, Alex went and got some hubcaps. You know, I just don't get into the hubcaps. You know, I get everything else stuff. So, I mean, it's a package thing.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, everybody has to care about everybody.
Absolutely. And then, I mean, and not bringing people in your life that you know is not going to where you desire to be.
That's it.
You know, I think that's really important. And I think as women, we have to woman up.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's it's a thing. They call it man up. You know, they call it man up. Yes. So as women, we have to woman up, and we have to know that we know that who we are, so that we can get those things that we desire to be. Positivity. And it's not about, oh, she's being difficult. It's not about, oh, she's just being this diva. Oh, she's just being too much. Why can't we be too much? Because if you want someone a substance, she needs to be too much.
That's right.
So that she can give you when you don't have that much. She can be there and support you.
That's right.
And I'm not talking about financially, because she's going to be there to support you and back you in that way too. But when you don't have it emotionally, when this world is coming at you, when things are coming at you, when you're being hit from the left, you're being hit from the right, she needs to be too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She need all that to help support you in that safe place, right?
Yeah.
So stop it, ladies. Basically, stop it. Stop it.
This was every time I think the topic is just a little quickie, it didn't last a whole hour.
Because you always be like, next, no, next, no, we ain't doing that, next. Okay, next topic.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it talking it out with you ladies and gents.
So last comment, Sylvia said, exactly, we need cheerleaders on our side. That's right. You got to have that. And I think that's men and women both, because a man who's following his dream need a woman who can be there to support him emotionally, to support him with positive affirmations, to be by his side, because we're business owners. Yeah. So we know that the road to being entrepreneurship it's not easy. It's not easy. And it's not a straight line. And you have to have somebody there that's going to support you along the way.
That's right.
You know, and that's okay. So we have to understand that, and we have to all stand in our worth and our values. And even with men, like if you find yourself, this is all you keep getting yourself into is these friends with benefit situations. Like, what do you really want? Is that really fulfilling for you at some point in time in life? Like, when do you want something more of more substance and more permanent in your life? Because I mean, just keep having randoms and having friend with benefit situations that cannot be fulfilling for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to be as successful as you desire to be, and you keep running around here with a whole bunch of friends with benefits, call this person your friend, this person my friend, this person my friend, and then expect, you know, for things to just be cool and kosher and in your life, right? Because you got to deal with this one probably done develop some feelings over here, that one done develop some feelings over there, and all that other kind of foolishness. So anyways, everybody stand in your value, okay?
Amen.
Stand in your value. So you guys, it's been an awesome time tonight.
It sure has.
Our topic tonight was, can you be okay with the friends with benefit package? And I think the consensus has been a no, right? So you guys, please share this information. We are here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Yep. And again, you all, if you're not our friends on Facebook, please go and like the Status Network and Manifest TV.
Yes.
Those are two separate Facebook pages, because our show's been picked up by the Status Network, and we're going to be aired on Manifest TV starting next Wednesday at 8 p.m. same time. Yeah. But and we're also going to be on
thanks for joining
Fire Stick and Roku. Mm-hmm. So in addition to other social media platforms, Sylvia said, I feel a support group could be created. Absolutely, Sylvia. Yes. We definitely have a group. We have a meeting in the ladies' room group. You know, if but we haven't necessarily advertised and put it out there for it, but we definitely have that. That's been something that we've been discussing to talk about things offline, outside of our live show. Mm-hmm. So you guys, please tune in next week. So what do you have going on for the rest of this week?
The rest of this week, I just have that. Oh, I'm sorry. I am speaking at a school, but I'm still confirming that. I'm just gonna make sure. Actually, my phone already rang for that. Okay. I gotta call them back. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of speaking lately. It seems like The world needs my story to being a resilient overcomer. So I'm appreciative of that. I really am. Enjoying that I spoke Saturday. So it's just like now I'm getting more and more that I speak also May 6th. I have a date on the calendar. So it's just coming. Yeah. Yeah. They're wanting to hear how I got through some things.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm appreciative of that.
So this weekend I'm going to be speaking at an event on Saturday night from 6 to 8 called Unstoppable Women in Business. If you're here in the Atlanta area, please go and get your ticket. Come out to the event. I would love to see you there. It's from 6 to 9. You do some awesome networking, build relationships with different people. In addition to that, I think
where's it at?
It's at the Hyatt in Smyrna. I think it's at the Hyatt in Smyrna. It's on my business page, you guys. If you go there, it's called Unstoppable Women in Leadership and Unstoppable Women in Business. It's all kind of Unstoppable Women in Business. So I'll be there this weekend on Saturday. Next week, of course, it starts the new week with Transformation Tuesday, meeting in the ladies' room, things like that. So, yeah, we both just been doing a whole bunch of speaking, presenting, doing some things. So if you guys want to support, just stay tuned to our business page. We're constantly posting different things about what it is that we're doing out here, and we would love for your support, and we appreciate your participation.
I did want to add, when we move to the Status Network, if you guys have businesses that you'd like to advertise on our little, banner that'll be scrolling across the screen as we're live, you can talk to us about that as well.
Okay, sponsorships. Yes, we can take sponsorships for our show. So you'll get a commercial, or you'll have your information constantly strolling. We'll be able to advertise any events that you all have, but it is a fee for your for the sponsorship and the advertisement. So we're not gonna hit you over the head like they do NBC or something like that. But there is a small fee for you to be able to advertise. So if you want to get with us, hit either, if you're Stephanie's friend, talk to Stephanie in her inbox. If you're my friend, just talk to me in my inbox and just let us know what it is that's kind of what you would like to do if you want to be a sponsor for our network. So Sharon, Sylvia says, if you are going live, I need to change my name. Well, Sylvia, we don't put your last
see your name.
We don't put your last name and all that other kind of stuff. We just keep it very basic with people's first name. But we're still gonna be live from Facebook. So it'll still be this same type of format, because one thing that we made it clear about is that we did not want to lose the format that we have to be able to interact with you guys, because it's important. And as you can see, it helps the whole show. It helps the show to flow and go, and that's what we like, and that's what we enjoy the most, is interacting with you guys. Because our perception is our perception, but having different points of views, it makes it amazing, right? So Sharita said, y'all been doing it. Thank you so much. Well, you guys, we thank you so much for tuning in and supporting us, and we look forward to seeing you guys back here next week at 8 p.m. Y'all have a good night, okay?
Good night.
Good night.